Hi everybody! So today's Get Ready With Me is going to involve a ton of chit chat, a few topics that are leaving me very intrigued, and a lot of questions about those topics. Hopefully these will be a lot of open-ended topics. So if you're interested in what I have to say, please dive right in. And some of this stuff might be on your mind as well, and maybe you were wondering if it was on my mind, because I've been getting a few questions in the comment section below about this topic. And typically when I stay out of a particular topic for a while, it's because I'm either gathering information on it, learning about it before I open my big mouth, or I've just heard way too much of it and it's buzzing all around me and you all heard about it, and it's just, I don't know, it could be a little like overwhelming to bring it up personally, because then I'm gonna be slammed with a topic that I'm tired of talking about. So I'm not exactly tired of this topic yet, and it's a lot of buzz. I have a lot of questions. So let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, I've already put on my eye cream, my eye primer, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil Base number 1. I think it's the first time I've ever called it a Pro Pencil, but it's a Pro Pencil. Anyways, today is going to be a very fun summer beachy make. It's gonna be all Barbie-ish. So I got the pink on, and then anyways, we're gonna be taking some of the Makeup Geek palettes, and I just kind of randomly grabbed my palettes because I like the way that I have the palettes made, but sometimes like there's no matte in here. So anyways, I'll list in the bottom bar all the shades I used so you can grab just those. And now I wanted to take some smaller, lesser known brands today because I'm not quite sure what's up with Too Faced. So today we're going to take a little bit of Makeup Geek Vanilla Bean, and we're just gonna put this on under the brow bone using the Real Techniques blending brush. And right now, I brought up the California economy. I brought up the economy in general in the United States in my last Get Ready With Me. And just kind of hitting base on that because it does affect us cruelty-free bloggers every single time. Unfortunately, we see more and more companies just selling to parent companies that test. So I want to know what you guys are going to be doing with all your makeup if another brand sells to a parent company that tests. Are you going to buy all American-made stuff? Are you going to buy all lesser-known stuff? I don't know. I'm taking Frappe now. Now, that being said, what's going on with the California, American, United States, all the United States and maybe even the world as a whole, our economy is always ever changing, and we've been in a very different place for a very long time now, and I think it's just safe to say we have to accept where it is, and life's never going to be the same again. But I don't know how much of this is going to keep evolving and changing for cruelty-free bloggers. The minute another brand gets really popular, is it going to have to sell out in order to keep producing? So it's like, what do you do? What do I do? Do we, are some of you guys, and I'm just curious, are you guys going to start buying from brands that have gray areas? Or are you guys going to keep climbing the rocks? What is realistic? Because it's kind of safe to say at this point, even with animal testing banned in the UK, so to speak, and the whole animal testing regulation changed in 2013, which was something all of us bloggers were ready for and waiting for and wanting. And then all these like loopholes have kind of creeped up on us because of that. Brands are moving from the US and going out. And there's nothing wrong. And there's nothing wrong with other countries. It's really us, you know? So it's like, what do you do? So I actually have had some people, I'm taking Glamorous from Makeup Geek, putting that on the lid. I've actually had some people mention to me that they think that achieving a certain level of veganism is just not realistic, and I've actually seen a lot of you know, fellow veganistas that I've known throughout the years make some very interesting comments about what they're going to be doing, and it's very interesting to see an evolution. The one thing I'm interested in seeing is the whole, I guess, animal rights movement becoming sort of more of a serenity, and we all have different ideas on what's cruelty-free or not. It's like, I don't know, veganism does get very political, and I hate that. So, because I don't look at it from a political perspective, even though it's highly political. I don't know, Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, and it's highly political, but it's also a lifestyle, and it can also help you find your serenity and be at peace within yourself and others by just helping. And that's really the part of the whole thing for me that I'm interested in. And it's not like the judgmental stuff. I don't like that. And as somebody, I guess, who works at a day spa, I'm somebody who really tries to stay in tune with the massage therapist's mindset wise. And luckily the work I do, which is nail tech and makeup artist and facials, it should be a lower stress place, but as long as you kind of carry that mindset, and you really do have to change some people's way of thinking when they sit in your chair. I've noticed people follow your lead, and if you're high stress and super nitpicky, they'll be too. And if you're really calm and peaceful, they'll be too. So I usually try to put myself in that lead position, and I'll listen to people's problems, but I choose to stay on one particular side. I'm gonna take some creme brulee and just really smooth out Cocoa Bear because I just want this to be really soft. So I'm going to be taking Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics in Sybil. One thing I like about being somebody who focuses on, I guess, more spa work, integrating into salon work, is that you can change somebody's mindset big time. And for instance, I was working on an EMT for her wedding, and I came in with a big crown of flowers on my own head, and they were just red flowers. I usually go for like a softer look when I'm working on brides to kind of set the tone so they feel at peace when I'm working on them. And she came in very stressful, and we used the massage room for the waxing room, and I turn on like the music as if I'm giving a massage, and you know, and I'll use, you know, oils, and I try to give them a peaceful moment because I know that waxing any part of your body is really stressful. I'm taking the Madame Glam Liquid Mineral Foundation in Ultra Beige, Sigma F80. I know getting waxed is very stressful, so I try to set this pace, this tone, to get your mind off it. And truthfully, it sells a lot of massages. I don't book massages, so it's not anything I'm trying to achieve personally, but I like to give people an experience. And if you can sell a massage to somebody, you can change their life. It's up to them to go, and it's up to them to find peace, but I like to take those moments to change people's lives, even if I'm not the one doing it. And I was waiting on her, the EMT, and she has sacrificed so much of herself and never has really had anybody listen to her. And she had gone through like so much. It was always her job to listen to everybody else, and nobody was there really to take care of her. And so as an EMT, you're sacrificing your health, your body, your mental state of being at times for others. And so when we found none of her headpieces worked, I gave her mine, and I told her to keep it. and she almost cried. And truthfully, I have redone a couple makeups in my life. I'm not trying to toot my own horn because there's a lot that goes in the process. It's not my makeup alone that makes people cry. It's an experience. But we made her cry, and we had to get the tissues right up against her eyes right away, and it is beautiful. And nothing's more you don't feel more honored than if you make somebody's day that way. It's really just like, well, you don't have to cry in front of me. You just could have said thank you and I would have been perfectly happy. But it's those moments that really just choke you up and make you realize why you stick it out on those hard days at work, and why they did too. So concealer is on, and let's kind of change the subject. It's getting heavy. Let's change it to TV shows. I'm really bummed Jerseylicious was canceled. I'm gonna take Glamorous on the bottom of the eye. I'm really bummed Jerseylicious was canceled because I like to compare, I guess, my real life scenarios to possibly scripted ones. And I think Jerseylicious is heavily scripted. It's just filmed to look like a reality show. Which is why I kind of like it, because I just can't fathom that any of the characters, I guess, are truly bad people, because they just scream at each other all day. There's no way salon technicians would do that. The one thing that bumps me out about that show that I wish that if it does come back, that they can improve on is I want to see their work. Yeah, and they've honestly, their styles have evolved. And one thing that always kind of was funny to me about the show is that nobody wanted to wear anything Jerseylicious until the show was canceled. The following year, all of a sudden, leopard print was available. And I kind of liked what was hanging on the racks that was, I don't know, I guess taken from the best of Jersey or whatever. I think if that show had stayed on, we would have seen a continued evolution with the characters. We could have seen just amazing greatness. Real Housewives of Orange County. I have been watching the reruns for that show, and on demand, which is the best, by the way. You don't have to worry about it clogging up your DVR, or I don't know. I just can't fathom ever living without on demand again. And it got me into Two Broke Girls as well. But anyways, going back to reality TV, Real Housewives of Orange County. I only watch 2 Real Housewives. I like the Beverly Hills and I like the Orange County for fairly good reasons. I like that they're all like entrepreneurs, and I like that some of them really get along. I like the fashion on them, and I like that there's sometimes, quite a bit of the time, there is a little bit more dialogue than shouting. I cannot watch, sorry, Real Housewives of New York just because I can't tolerate their fights, and I don't like Real Housewives of New Jersey because they scream. And maybe I'm missing a piece of the puzzle, maybe because I haven't watched it all the way through, but I think it's just one of those shows where maybe if you have something in common with the characters, you can kind of grow with what's going on in their lives. And I think maybe because I've lived in LA and I've lived in Orange County, that I like those particular ones, and I just can't get into the others. So I know this look is really simple, and that's really what I'm going for. I'm gonna be taking the Wet n Wild Coverall and my Plain Jane Beauty angle brush. I'm just wiping this on. So I'm gonna be taking Mineral Glow Beige Pearl, and I do think some of the story is real and some of it is inauthentic, or maybe it happened authentically and then they restaged it. It's kind of hard to say. I know with Jerseylicious I would say that the whole show has to be staged. I just don't see how 2 girls would ever like want to work together like that always if they really genuinely could not get along. So I just think that piece is a little much. It's kind of when, if it gets too far, you kind of you're like, the jig is up. Anyways, I'm gonna be taking Madame Glam Powder Blush Dozen Roses. And I'm sure a lot of it's staged because I had actually when I worked at a restaurant in Orange County. It was actually up in Mission Viejo, and I think if you watch maybe season 1 or 2, you will see Riptide, and it was a popular Orange County sushi restaurant that I had worked at for a very short period of time. Anyways, if you watch the first couple seasons, you will see the Housewives in there a lot, and I had worked there. I actually applied for their sister location, and then they moved me to Riptide without ever having seen the show at that particular time. And then they started filming a lot of reality shows in there, some of which never aired. I think the Bad Girls Club may have been filmed in there. And I saw the cameraman saying, now do this and now do that. And you're like, oh, okay. Anyways, and I can't make this up if I wanted to try, because if you live in California, these things just happen. But I saw Vicki Gunvalson walking, she was walking towards me, and she's just this very tall woman. She's very peaceful, quiet, and didn't draw any attention to herself. She didn't have a particular air about her. She's already dining in a nice place, and I don't know, she's self-made or whatever, but she's not like loud. And she was sitting with what's her name, Jeannie? So for lip liner, I'm going to be taking Honeybee Gardens Island Spice. I'll link in the bottom bar if you want to see me go into different topics and stuff. Because started a new job, and that video is going to be chock full of it, so we'll leave that there. So I'm going to take Wet n Wild. Will you be with me? And I don't want to turn too many of these videos into like a live journal. It's fun when that happens, but I also want to leave some other topic. I think there's so many other topics to talk about other than yourself, and they don't need to be in every video. I'm going to take Pacifica Ravish. Those were a lot of things that were on my mind recently, though. What else? Is Tabitha Salon Takeover canceled? Sometimes. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this one, and talk to me in the comments below and let me know what you think about any of the topics I brought up, and what are your favorite shows you're currently watching. New ones, not a lot of syndicated. I don't watch a lot of Netflix, just because, I don't know, it takes forever for it to process because I'm upstairs. So I just watch a lot of on demand. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.